taking him so long? Who is it?
Derek, come on, open up.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you...
We have to talk later.
You have got to stop Deborah from doing this to me.
Calm down.
She is trying to railroad me, isn't it obvious? If you cared about me, you would stop her. She's trying to send me to jail.
She's not the boss, remember? I am.
Well, good, then you can stop her. Tell her I didn't do anything wrong.
That seems to be a debatable point.
Wait a minute. Has she brainwashed you or what?
You were aware of vital evidence pertaining to the Dorn murder case. You kept it to yourself.
Well, I didn't think it was important.
Willfully withholding evidence looks just as incriminating as Kelly McGrath's disappearance.
I didn't want you to know I was there because I didn't want you to know I had a date with Elliot.
Are you afraid of my notorious jealousy?
I was afraid you would misunderstand and think that I was still interested in him.
No, so you went to see him out of disinterest.
No, I went to see him because of the letter, that stupid letter. He was going to show it to my husband and ruin my chances of winning the custody battle.
Where did he get that letter in the first place?
I don't know. He stole it.
I thought it was supposed to have been lost.
Well, he found it. And then he used it to play a stupid game with me.
What's he doing? Blackmailing you for what? Money?
Money? I don't have any money. The only money I have is my allowance from my father's estate, and with inflation, that's practically worthless.
What could he possibly hope to get? Oh, I can figure that out.
Oh, why did that letter ever turn up? If it hadn't, I'd be rich now and nothing would matter.
It was very important for you to keep him from producing that letter, wasn't it?
Derek, I did not go there to kill Elliot Dorn. Whatever reason I went there for, I didn't get any further than the entranceway.
Why no further?
Because there was someone lurking around in there.
All right. What does someone look like?
I don't know. It was a shadow, but it was moving.
It's not very much to go on.
Well, I'm sorry, but I was so frightened I wasn't about to stand around in there and find out who it was. I just ran out of there. I just thought of something. If I saw that figure, then that figure must have seen me. You look as if you're in a state of shock.
I am. Never occurred to me that I would be asked to fill Logan's term as
I'm
DA.
just a little surprised that Logan himself didn't tell you about his recommendation.
Well, I suppose he figured it'd have more clout coming from the mayor himself.
Who seems very eager for you to accept.
Well, I'm not so eager. It would mean giving up a great deal.
Well, in the past, you've considered giving up private practice for a public job.
Yes, but then common sense always brought me back to reality.
No, well, you have spent a lot of time developing your practice, Mike. I'm sure the mayor would understand.
Yes, I think he'd realize that I'd have a responsibility to my clients, not to mention Cliff and Draper.
Oh, yes, well, I'm sure that they would hate to see you go, but it isn't as though you were abandoning them.
No. I'm sure they could carry on more than adequately.
I think, though, that if Cliff and Draper knew that you really wanted that job, that they would be the last people in the world to object.
Nancy, how do you feel about this?
I think the question is, do you want the job?
Well, it would be quite a challenge, professionally speaking.
Oh, yes, it's a very important job, I know that. I know you've always said that if you ever ran that office, that you'd, well, you had very strong feelings about it.
Of course, it's always easier to criticize when you're not directly involved.
But you are involved, honey. You've always been involved. It's just that you haven't been able to put your ideas into effect.
Nobody asked me to.
somebody just has.
Which means that now I'd have to put my money where my mouth is. Now, that's a frightening thought.
You'd be very good in the job. You know that, don't you?
That's what I love about you, Nancy. You always give me an unbiased opinion. I'll get that. Hello?
Mike,
Kelly, are you all right?
I'm not sure.
Where are you?
Well, they just brought me into police headquarters here in Monticello. Mike, you wouldn't believe the welcoming committee they had for me at the airport.
What's happened so far?
Well, I've been arrested. They read me my rights, and this is my free phone call.
All right, first thing, don't volunteer any information. Have they told you what's going to happen next?
I think they're going to fingerprint me next. Listen, Mike, I could use a really good lawyer right now.
You've got one. I'm on my way.
Could you please try and hurry?
Just hang in there, Kelly. We're going to have you out in bail in no time at all. I'll see you soon.
Okay, Mike.
Goodbye.
He's been arrested.
Yep. Gonna get down there to handle the arraignment.
Okay, I'm coming with you.
Well, I'll tell you, Miles, when I saw that police officer standing at the front door, I was sure it was all over. But then Kelly managed to convince the cop that the beach house belonged to our aunt and uncle.
Thought you might be hungry.
Well, thank you.
Sounds like you had quite an adventure at your seaside hideaway.
Yeah, sometimes it was fun. But I was never really able to forget what brought me there.
Well, you know, sometimes people have very difficult choices to make, Jody. And instead of making one way or the other, they just run away from it. And that's kind of what you did.
Can you ever forgive me, Miles?
Of course I can. And you are back, which is all that matters now.
You know what happened? It finally dawned on me how little I'd be giving up by doing this bone marrow thing. Especially what I'd be losing if I didn't come back. I have a real family here, Miles. One that loves me as much as I love them.
Well, you got your family now, and you will have your career.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. All that matters is Nicole is well. I'll think about dancing later.
I get that.
Bonsoir, docteur.
Come on in, Martine. I've been expecting you.
Martine.
Bonsoir, Jody.
Thank you. What are you doing here?
Well, I was told you had returned. I wanted to welcome you back. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you. I'm glad to be back.
Well, Judy, when I learned you left Monticello, I was not happy.
Look, I'm sorry if I caused you any kind of inconvenience.
The idea of losing one of my dancers did not please me. I sought out Dr. Kavanagh to find out what the problem was.
I told Martine about Nicole's problem and about yours.
Well, I understand how frightened you must have been, Jody. I know.
Frightened isn't the word. Well, you must know how I feel being a dancer and all.
Yes, I know. A thought of an operation that might affect your legs. I know.
And right when you asked me to join your dance company.
Well, sit down, please.
I would like to talk to you.
Dr. Kavanagh says it won't harm you. Not in any way. And you will be as good as ever.
I'm not sure that's good.
You will probably be even better than ever after you do the operation. Right?
I think so.
Did Dr. Kavanagh tell you what I told him about the dance company?
No, he didn't. What was that?
Well, let Martine tell you.
Well, we have our problems too, you know. The theater isn't ready, and we are having an awful time finding a choreographer.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm not. It means there is no great hurry to sign up all my dancers.
Jody, don't you understand what that means?
Jody, what I really mean is that I don't see why you still can't join my dance company. And I'm sure you will be in very good shape by the time the theater is ready.
I can't believe this.
You have my word.
Miles, didn't I tell you? Isn't she just the most wonderful thing?
Well, we have to work now.
Look, listen to Muffin. Even he's happy.
Known as Little Mess because Miss...
I'll have another.
That drink was just supposed to help you keep
yourself in control. I don't want you numb.
There is a killer out there, and my name could be next on his hit parade.
Kelly McGrath is under arrest. Now, come on, put these thoughts out of you.
Kelly McGrath could be up for bail and probably outside my front door.
Well, we'll keep him under surveillance.
I want police protection.
I'm not going to put a guard out in front of your door.
All right, then, why don't you put me under protective custody, then?
What?
Well, he wouldn't dare do anything if I was sleeping next to the chief of police, would he?
I think you got a little carried away with yourself.
For someone who's supposed to care about me, you don't seem very worried about something awful happening to me.
I'd be worried if I thought there was something to worry about.
Well, if you loved me, you'd protect me.
My feelings have got nothing to do with this.
Well, do you love me or not?
How did we get onto this topic?
I want to know. Come on.
I want to go. Bye.
It sounds to me like I'm getting the brush off.
You know that's not it.
No, come on. Come on, I can take it. Am I just a pleasant diversion?
That's not true, and you know
Oh, perhaps a preferable alternative to a cold shower.
Now, will you stop talking like that? I hate it when you denigrate yourself.
Well, if it's true, Derek.
No, it's not true.
Well, then, what are your feelings?
Now, I never led you on. You know that.
I just want to know if your intentions are honorable.
I'm not very good when it comes to expressing things like this. I'm sorry.
Well, I think you should learn to express yourself. Do you love me?
Yeah?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I love you.
The sun is up my back.
Well, look who's here.
Sorry I missed my last few lessons.
Come here, you. Boy, am I glad to see you. Come home, Jody.
Oh, it's nice to be home. I just got back and I thought I'd better let you know.
Well, when you go on the road, you don't fool around.
Well, at least it was only for a limited engagement.
You had a lot of people worried.
That wasn't my intention. You know, I almost thought that you weren't going to let me back in here after what I pulled.
I lit a candle in the window for you every night.
Do you mean to tell me that, hard-hearted Gavin Wiley actually missed me?
Come on, let me take a look at you. How are you? You don't look any worse for wear.
I'm fine.
Now, did you remember to do your exercises wherever you were?
You don't stop being a dance teacher for one time, do you?
How's Kelly?
He's with the police.
Well, I hope everything works out.
So do I. I keep my fingers crossed.
When I'd heard that you split, I thought I'd never see my prize pupil again.
I was wrong to leave, Gavin. But now I'm back, and I'm going to make it up to them. I'm going to do everything I have to do.
I heard about the transplant.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to have to be brave.
Well, from the way it's been explained to me, there's nothing to worry about. It's a piece of cake.
I'm going to be okay. And Nicole is going to get better, and that's all that matters.
The only thing I feel bad about is that this operation's going to make you lose the job with the Whitney Company.
Don't you shed any tears for Jody.
When did you sneak in?
Valley parked the car.
Jody agreed to become a member of my troupe, and I intend to keep her to her word.
You can't hold the curtain for one dancer. Whatever happened to the show must go on.
The show will go on, and Jody will be part of it. What Martina's saying is there's going to be a delay. That means they can wait for me. Isn't that great?
Well, that's terrific. I'm really happy for you, Jody. That's very nice of you, Martina.
No matter, no necessary.
Aren't you taking your life into your hands coming to this part of town?
My God, is the neighborhood so bad?
You know what I mean. I thought this place was off limits to you.
I go where I please.
That's not the way I heard it.
Anyway, Jody needed a lift. I just did her a favor.
Thanks.
All right, I didn't know what I thought I'd accomplish by running away. It was a dumb thing to do.
Kelly, don't. It's all done and you're back.
You know how hard it was, hanging around Monticello waiting, never knowing when the cops were going to come slap the cuffs on me?
I assume it was Chief Mallory's visit that triggered your flight.
I panicked, plain and simple. The idea of being arrested for a crime I didn't commit was pretty tough to face.
We know.
Talk about nailing the lid shut on your own coffin. All I managed to do now is make myself look even more guilty.
But you're guilty of volition. Now, that's going to count in your favor, Kelly.
Well, another reason why I decided to run away was because I saw what I was doing to you guys.
Oh, Kelly. Oh, you worry about the wrong thing.
Nancy, it was like being in Rome all over again. I didn't want to see you two suffer like my parents did.
Kelly, don't you realize your parents suffered more because you left?
And the same goes for us.
Yeah, well, it wasn't my decision to come back to Monticello. If it hadn't been for Jody, I'd still be hiding in a sand dune.
Oh, so Jody convinced you to come back?
Well, yes. Because, you see, she convinced herself. If she hadn't gotten the courage up to face that operation, I wouldn't have come back, but I guess I saw the light.
Well, we'll have to remember to thank her.
I don't think I'll be thanking too many people when they put me on trial.
Kelly, that's going to work out just fine.
Mike, Nancy, I swear to God, I didn't kill Elliot Dorn.
And we believe you.
And we will prove you innocent.
God, I hope so. You see, regardless of what happens, I'll never regret coming back to Monticello. You see, if I'd stayed in Rome, I never would have met Jody.
Ah, so here you are. That desk sergeant told me you were in room 7, not room 10.
Well, what are you doing here?
The arresting officer was a friend of mine. He said Kelly had come back. Since I know what you're going to be facing, I thought I'd come by and see if I could lend a hand.
Thank you, Draper. I really appreciate your concern.
Well, it was very thoughtful of you to come all the way down here, Draper, but I think the situation is well in hand. Now to be called to the court for arraignment.
And Mike and I will stay to put up bail, and then you come home with us.
Oh, you're sure there's nothing I can do?
Not tonight, at least.
I suppose you're going to want to meet with us first thing tomorrow morning, talk about what's happened, what's going to happen.
Well, I'm due in Judge Connor's chambers at 10, but I'll be in the office much earlier.
Kelly, try to relax. You have the best lawyer in the state working for you.
I have every confidence in Mike and Cliff and you too, Draper.
Okay. Mike, since you're taking over here, I think I'll get home now. Okay. Bye-bye.
You seem to be in a rush.
Oh, yeah, it's April. She's coming home from the studio, and I'd like to be there before she arrives. Bye.
Mrs. Scott, I didn't know that you'd be home this quick.
Hi, Molly. I knew you were home, so I thought I'd come in and see you.
Young lady, you turn right around and leave. Oh, Emily, please, for both our sakes.
Where'd you go tonight, Molly? Saw your car pulling out.
I had a babysitting job with Mrs. Saxon.
Oh, you got back about a half hour ago, didn't you? And then April went out.
Emily, this is all wrong.
You know, I never realized how wonderful that apartment was when I took it. Some people find that view of the garage depressing, but I think it's absolutely wonderful.
So you can spy on everyone, is that it? Emily, what is happening to you? You have changed so much.
Anyway, how long do you think April will be gone?
Well, she said she needed an hour in the studio. She's been gone 45 minutes. Well, you better get out of here right away, please.
No. I don't want to leave. I want to see April.
Emily, do you know what I heard Mrs. Scott say the other day? That she might have to warn the doorman not to let you come into the private elevator. Now, that would be very embarrassing for me, but she would do it.
Molly, you can tell her I forced my way in. She's not going to blame you.
Emily, what are you doing here? What do you think you... Oh, no, you are not going to...
Going to what?
You are going to tell Mrs. Scott her husband came to visit you last night.
Well, don't you think she should know, Molly? That the minute she left her husband alone, he came running to me?
That's my kind of chicken. It's all I want.
Come by the Hills, a super special one-man show starring Brian McKay, Sunday night on CBC. Followed by Home Fires, as Sidney's friend Paul lies near death. The wounds received in battle. Sidney makes a serious decision Sunday night.
A fun way for the youngsters to embark on their holiday vacation with the delightful animated special, A Cosmic Christmas. Gather them around today at 4:30 here on London. On Ryan's Hope.
I love you. You hear me? It doesn't cancel Jill out as being part of my past. A large part, but definitely past.
But is it really over between them? And on the edge of night.
I am going to be his next victim, Derek, and I know it.
And Raven is dead right. Ryan's Hope, The Edge of Night, weekdays. On the Edge of Night, Jody Travis is young, talented, and wants to make it to the top.
If determination was all that you needed to get your name up on lights, you'd be a star already.
I'm gonna make it, Kelly. And that's not just talk.
But is fame and fortune all she wants?
For your own TV series, but I'm impressed.
Watch Jody move on the edge of...
Way in. She's not going to blame you.
Now, Emily, you're not making any sense. Why are you here? What do you think you can gain by... Oh, no, you are not going to. You are going to tell Mrs. Scott that her husband came down to see you last night.
Well, don't you think she should know, Molly? That no sooner does she leave her husband than he comes running to me. I think April has a right to know.
Emily, the only reason Mr. Scott came down to see you is because I told him you were on the verge of hysteria. Not that any such thing was true.
But still he came, which proves how much he really cares about me.
Emily, you are going to make me very sorry that I lied for you.
Oh, Molly. Look, I won't implicate you in any way. Just trust me. What are you doing here? Hello, April. Did you have a good day at the studio?
Molly, what's going on? Emily just came to see me, and she is about to leave.
Actually, I came to see Draper. Do you know when he'll be home? Don't you ever listen? What's the matter? I have told you more than once and in no uncertain terms that you were to never, and I repeat, never step foot in this apartment again. April, I knew you didn't mean that. And I want you to go right now. But I happen to have a very good reason for being here this time. You see, I came by to pay back Draper the money I owed him from last night.
And I love this clock.
Yeah, you know, it's supposed to snow. Well, I hope you have a good time visiting your folks in Cincinnati.
Oh, Draper, I caught you.
Cliff, what are you doing here?
Oh, I was driving home and I heard that Kelly'd been arrested.
I heard from one of the arresting officers.
Ah, Beverly, hi. Sign me in, okay? Well, he's gonna need legal counsel, so here I am.
Yeah, me too, but Mike beat us to it.
Should have figured that.
Yeah, they're arraigning him right now.
Already? What's the charge?
Murder. But Mike's trying to get bail anyway.
Well, I hope he's successful. You know,
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Kelly's already run away once.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Mike told me to tell you something. I almost forgot. He wants to see us first thing tomorrow morning to go over Kelly's case.
Right, yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, well, I'll see you in the morning, Cliff.
Oh, wait, not so fast.
What is that? I'm in a big hurry.
Hey, look, I was going to call you at home, but since you're here, we may as well handle this now.
Cliff, can it wait?
No, we can't. Come on, let's go in here. Come on, we got to have a very serious discussion.
Cliff, how are you?
How about letting us alone for about 5 minutes, huh?
Bye.
All right, Cliff, what's the secret?
I happen to know who is going to be the next district attorney in Monticello.
You drag... Good for you, Cliff. I'm pleased for both of you.
Wait, it's not good for me. It's not good for you either.
What are you talking about?
I got a phone call from Dave Armstrong. He's some guy that I worked with when I was assistant district attorney.
Go on.
Well, if you want to know anything about anybody in this town, you just ask old Davy.
Cliff, get to the point. Please, give me the condensed version.
All right. He has it from a very good source that Logan's leather chair is going to be offered to none other than Mike Carr.
What?
He's numero uno on the mayor's list.
He never said anything about that.
Well, you know, he might not be aware of it. Davy's information is usually hot off the presses.
I'm not surprised. It's only natural for the mayor to want someone like Mike to head up the prosecution team.
Hey, don't get me wrong, he'd make a great DA. Do you think he's going to take the job?
He's qualified. You know how civic-minded he is. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he does take it.
That's exactly what I thought. Great. All through law school, you dream about being an associate in one of my top law firms, and then as soon as you get the job, the head honcho moves on to something bigger and better.
Cliff, don't take it personally.
Well, what's going to happen to me, huh? Or you. Or let's not kid ourselves, our law firm.
Well, I wouldn't worry about you too much. You're a good lawyer.
Yeah, right.
You know, Cliff, is there any reason that you and I couldn't continue? I mean, be a two-man team? If you want to, I mean.
You and me? You mean that?
Yeah. Mike's clients are going to stay with the firm. And most of the time, you and I work pretty well.
Wow. Hey, that would be terrific. Oh. Thanks, Drape. Look, anytime you ever need a favor, anything at all, just ask, all right?
That's okay.
Scott and Nelson. Noticed I gave you top billing?
Yeah, thanks, Cliff, but let's not have the door be painted yet. Not until we see what Mike is going to do.
Come in.
Hello, Geraldine.
Nancy, there you are.
My apologies for being late. I was down at police headquarters.
Covering a late story, I suppose. Will you have it written up by airtime?
I think so. May I?
Oh, please.
Although I'm not sure how objective I can be about it.
You seem upset. Is something wrong?
Well, the story I was covering has personal implications.
What's wrong?
I was with my nephew, Kelly, and, he was arrested for the murder of Elliot Dorn.
Good Lord. Nancy, I'm terribly sorry. I'm very fond of Kelly, too, you know. A young man with a great deal of promise. The Jordans think the world of him. I'll have to tell. Of course.
Yes, I know. He had such a bright future ahead of him.
You must be exhausted. If you prefer, I'll have Phil Ordway fill in for you this evening.
No. Thank you. Thank you, Geraldine. I'm all right. I guess that comes under the heading of the show must go on.
You know who invented that phrase, a producer? The most absurd phrase in the English language.
No, I really would rather go on as if nothing had happened.
You're going to cover Kelly's arrest.
Well, yes, I have to. As a newscaster, I can't ignore it.
You're beginning to think like a newscaster, too, aren't you? Well, my dear, it's just as well. Because, as you must know, your services are going to be required here longer than we had thought.
You mean because of Nicole's operation?
Well, we may as well discuss this right now. I have been told that the procedure that Nicole must undergo will keep her out of action for at least 2 months, maybe longer. So the question is, will you be willing to continue in the job that long?
If you refuse, I'll understand.
You know I enjoy it.
And you're doing it splendidly. But the point is, you do have another job.
That's right, and I wouldn't like to have to give that up, but I could rearrange my schedule. Yes, I could do that, although the one thing I definitely change is my home life.
I wish I had that problem to deal with.
I know. You're going to be living alone for a while, aren't you?
Yes. Logan is leaving tomorrow. I'm going to miss him and that little boy desperately.
Yes, I know you are. But they'll be coming to visit you, won't they?
Well, he'll be on a treadmill for a while. Finding a place to live, getting Jamie settled, getting to know the firm and its clients. And I'll be coming home to an empty house.
Well, I might have the same sort of situation myself, because well, I guess this should be kept off the record just for the time being, but the mayor has asked Mike to finish out Logan's term.
But that's a marvelous idea. I can't think of anyone better.
No, neither can I, unfortunately.
I see. You're worried that Mike will be overwhelmed by work as Logan was.
Well, I can't say I'm very happy about it.
Does Mike know how you feel?
No. I don't want what I think to influence his decision because I think he wants the job.
Come in. Oh, Skyler.
Hello, Geraldine. How is my favorite aunt?
Member of the Whitney family.
Well, that was a very nice piece you did on the formation of our troupe.
It was a very worthwhile story.
Although I would have liked a little better if you had used some more of that videotape I had provided.
Don't push it, young man. You got plenty of free publicity.
Well, there'll be free tickets waiting in your name opening night, Mrs. Carr.
Why, thank you very much, Mr. Whitney.
My friends call me Sky.
Oh, that's very nice, Sky. Thank you. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to a camera run-through.
Nancy, try not to worry. Things will work out. Well, Skyler, what can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to do something for you, if possible.
And what might that be?
Well, offer a little solace. I think at times like this, families should be together.
At a time like what?
Well, I heard about your loss. That Logan Swift is taking his son to New York. And I know how you hate to be alone.
And I cope as best I can, Skyler.
I would like to help. I think I might have a way for you to assuage those rampant maternal instincts of yours.
My dear boy, I do hope you will refrain from offering yourself for adoption. I consider it a triumph that we have managed to so much as coexist.
Well, I would like for us to become closer, Geraldine. But the person I was suggesting for you to befriend is Martine.
Your lady friend?
You'd get along fabulously. The two of you would be wonderful for each other, I'm sure.
I should think Martine would be more inclined to choose friends nearer her own age.
Well, everyone needs someone a little wiser, Geraldine. Martine has been without a mother for quite some time. Hers died when she was 6, I believe. I'm sure she'd be very happy to have your shoulder to lean on from time to time.
I was under the impression that she had yours.
Well, she does, but I'm sure you can imagine how hectic my schedule is. I really don't have the time necessary to devote to Martine.
How long have you two been together?
Oh, about a year, maybe a little longer. Why?
If I may be so bold as to ask, exactly what are your intentions regarding this lady?
That's rather an old-fashioned question, Geraldine.
Well, I guess I'm just an old-fashioned person, Skyler.
I'm in no rush to settle down.
I like her. I would like not to see her hurt.
I can assure you, Geraldine, my intentions regarding Martina are strictly honorable. I'm going to make her the biggest name in dance since Pavlova and Fontaine.
That is not the answer I was hoping to hear.
And I'm going to keep her on a very high pedestal, where she belongs.
Now who's being old-fashioned?
What do you mean?
Well, it seems to me that nowadays women prefer being treated as ordinary mortals. They find pedestals very uncomfortable.
Not Martine.
Is that your designation or hers?
Oh, she likes it up there where it's nice and comfortable.
Are you sure?
I know Martine, Geraldine. And appearances can be deceiving, especially in her case.
How so?
Underneath that cold, marble-like exterior, there is a very frightened young woman.
Frightened? Of what?
I don't know, Geraldine. I really don't know. Permit me.
Oh, why, thank you, Mr. Whitney.
Quite welcome. A lovely tree you've got. Oh. Well, fancy meeting you here.
I'm glad I caught up with you, Mr. Whitney. The car's outside.
I had to take a cab to get here. You know that?
I'm sorry about that, Mr. Whitney. Couldn't be helped.
Well, let's see. Did you suffer a near fatal stroke, or was it something more serious that delayed you?
It was nothing like that, Mr. Whitney.
I told you what time to pick me up. Now, what the hell happened?
I was on the job. I was doing just what you told me to.
Refresh my memory, please.
You said if Miss Duval left the hotel that I should keep an eye on her.
Martine went out, did she?
Oh. She got in that car you rented for her. Paid a little visit to Dr. Kavanaugh at his home.
How long did she stay?
Not long. 30 minutes at the most.
And then what happened? Did she go out with him?
No, she left with that young dancer that lives with the doc.
Where did they go?
We went to the Wiley's dance studio. Look, I knew it was late, so I left them there, and I met you. Look, I hope I'd do okay by you, Mr. Whitney.
You did fine, Gunther.
Listen, anytime you want me to help, like before, just say the word.
I'll do that. Let's go, Gunther.
You really should make up your mind, April. No, thank you. Yes. One minute you tell me you never want me to darken your door again. And now when I'm willing to leave, you won't let me.
Well, I just thought since you went to all that trouble to come up here and see Draper, I didn't want to disappoint you.
Honey, I'm home. Guess what?
Hi, Draper.
See, we have company.
Hello, Draper.
Emily, what are you doing here?
Well, I said she could wait here for you. She wanted to pay you back some money she claims she owes you.
I see.
I didn't know you were out floating loans last night while I was at work.
If you'll excuse me now that you're home, Mr. Scott, I think I'll go and start dinner.
Emily, I gave you that money.
Oh, that was very generous of you.
April, it was just a few dollars.
Well, it's not the amount that matters, Draper. What really counts is that, well, that you wanted to help me. But I have the money now, so I absolutely insist on paying you back.
If your business with my husband is concluded, I would greatly appreciate your leaving.
Of course. Well, thanks again, Draper. For the money and, well, for everything. Night.
Don't you think we ought to talk this over?
I don't see that there's too much to talk about.
Honey, Emily was just trying to annoy you. Don't give her the satisfaction.
I'm really surprised you're not encouraging me to blow my stack.
What are you talking about?
Well,
obvious to me that you seem bent on seeing that Emily gets everything she wants.
Emily manipulated this situation to cause tension between us. You have to understand that.
Yes, but that doesn't change what happened.
Oh, God, April. I didn't do anything wrong.
Draper, you know how I feel about your seeing Emily. And not only did you see her, you saw her behind my back, and that I find reprehensible.
I was going to tell you.
Why didn't you?
Because I waited up for you last night. It got so late, you were so long at the studio, I fell asleep.
Why didn't you call me at the studio? You knew I'd be there until sign-off.
I was going to tell you this morning.
Well, look. Why don't you just tell me now?
All right. Molly called me from Emily's place last night after you left. Said that Emily was upset, practically hysterical. She was worried that Emily was going to make herself sick, hurt the baby, so I went down to calm her.
Yeah?
She said she hadn't eaten all day. There was no food in the house, so I gave her a couple of dollars. Honey, that's all that happened.
Emily certainly knows how to get through to you.
Yeah, I didn't do anything that was so terrible.
This is the beginning of a horror story, Draper. A story that has absolutely no end. Don't you see that? Emily is not going to stop wheedling or conniving until she finds some way to get between us.
But we don't have to let her succeed.
Well, I don't know how much more of this I can take, Draper.
Honey, we can work this out.
I really hope so.
Should I get that, Mr. Scott?
Yeah, Molly, please.
Sure. Hello, Scott residence. All right, but please make this the very last time. Mr. Scott, it's for you.
Who is it, Molly?
Well, it's Emily again.
I don't want to talk to her.
She sounds like she really needs to talk to you.
Molly, I have nothing to say to her.
Well, I can't very well tell her that.
Give me the phone.
I'll just get your dinner.
Emily, haven't you caused enough trouble for one night?
I'm sorry, Draper. I don't mean to be such a burden.
You're making a very bad situation even worse.
Well, that's all going to change very soon.
It has to change, Emily.
Baby is supposed to bring joy into the world. All mine has been doing is bringing misery. There's only one answer for all three of us.
Well, if you do have a solution for this problem, I'm more than willing to listen to it.
I'm going to deal with the problem by getting rid of it.
What?
I don't want to raise this baby without a father, and well, April is never going to allow you to be a father to our child.
Emily, don't you feel that you want to think this over for a while first?
No, I've made up my mind.
Emily, don't do anything rash. You may regret something like this for the rest of your life.
It's the only solution. Goodbye.
Emily, wait.
Joe Clark talks to Knowlton Nash and Mike Duffy on News Magazine tonight at 10:30 in Newfoundland on CBC.
Hello, I'm Harry Brown. Stay tuned for Take 30 and find out the inside story behind Down, a popular Christmas present in coats and comforters. The advantages, disadvantages, and what to look for in Down. Next on Take 30.